G'day, cunts! Welcome to episode number 36, I think. I literally just looked at it before to make sure that I know the episode number. Let me just reload that. 36. Yes. Already back to a great fucking start with already having to fucking look up shit. But yeah, if you don't already know, this is a podcast that I usually end up doing solo by me, Mr. Greencast, where I usually ramble to myself in my bedroom like a fucking madman that I am. Yeah, so, as you might have noticed, I haven't done the podcast for probably about fucking a month, at this point at least, and I don't know, the reason is like, I want to say procrastination, but I don't know if that is the right word for it, because essentially what kept happening was, usually the podcast would go up at like, early morning on Sunday morning, my time, and with the whole new direction that I'm taking in the channel, I'm ironically leaning off like the green text content, as you might have already noticed, moving into more commentary sort of stuff. No, before I get all the fucking comments, green texts are not gone for good. I might do the odd one every now and then. It's just the big ones are the only ones that are worth doing at this point, and most of the longer ones, one, have either already been done, or two, are the weird like lolicon ones that, you know, it's just highly incestuous and just would immediately get my channel yeeted with the I already have fucking questionable shit on this channel, but I don't need any more reasons to get yeeted. I've already been fucked once with my network. I don't want to get fucked officially by YouTube. But yeah, so where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I haven't been doing it. Yeah, so I've been trying to do at least a video a week as of recent. And I didn't want to have weeks where it would only be a podcast, for example. Or I wouldn't want a day where it was a commentary video and then also a podcast at the same time. And so, I don't know, it's just working with that. I'm just like, it's Saturday. I haven't recorded a podcast, but I'm about to upload this video that'll be done tomorrow. I don't want to fucking upload it now. Or don't want to record it now. Or just be like, fuck, I haven't recorded a video yet, but I want to do a podcast, and I don't want to have 2 podcasts in a row and no videos. Fuck, what do I do? I'm gonna have a drink. Immediately 2 minutes into the podcast, I'm already having a drink. So yeah, that was the whole main reason why. I just didn't want to fucking double up on podcasts like that. So, I mean, I've got the video out now, about the Eggy Boy. It's actually doing surprisingly well, considering it's immediately demonetized within 2 fucking minutes of uploading. I had like a fuck around for a while trying to upload this fucking cunt for a while as well, because I uploaded it the first time. It was monetized, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm good. And then I was adding tags and everything, and then it got demonetized, and I'm like, fuck, what the hell? And usually with this sort of stuff, I usually have a system where you just have to try and narrow it down to try and figure out what is triggering the algorithm to demonetize this video. And I used to do that with green text all the time, where it's like, what am I doing? And I'd fuck around with the title for a while until like I'd figure out a single word is getting me demonetized. The best example of this is ages ago I did a video about like some kid going into like a forest, and I titled it something or other forest. And this was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months after the Logan Paul forest incident. And it turns out the word forest was getting the video demonetized. So I changed it to woods, and the video got remonetized. So it's just a lot of fucking around with shit like that. It could even be like the thumbnail or something, I was narrowing it down, and I got rid of like all references to religion. Because obviously I wanted to fucking tag, you know, churches and popes and all that sort of shit to try and get that fucking audience and bait people. But I'm like, fuck, okay, whatever, I'll just get rid of it. And then it was good for a while. And then I was fucking around with the title a bit more. And then it demonetized again. And I'm like, fuck. So I got rid of egg. And it got remonetized again. And I'm like, oh, why is egg getting me monetized? And so I thought egg was getting me, the word egg in the title was getting me demonetized. But it turns out it wasn't. And I'm like, wow, what the fuck? So I was fucking around with the thumbnail. And then it got remonetized again. So I'm like, oh, it must be the thumbnail. And then I'm like, oh, okay, it's good. It's monetized. I'm good. I can finally go live with this video. It's been sitting, I've uploaded it already once. So we're about to set it to public and then get demonetized again. And then immediately fuck around with it for like another 10 minutes and nothing works. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to delete the video, re-upload it again. So I've got MBN and uploads in like 2 minutes. No fucking problem to me. Slight hassle, but, you know, whatever. I'll do it. I want to make money off this. I mean, it's not 10 minutes. It isn't going to make that much money, but whatever. Anything's better than nothing, I guess. And it'd get promoted a bit more. So I'll fucking re-upload it. Fuck around with it. Gets monetized. Monetized for a good, like, 5 minutes. And I'm like, cool. Set it live. Still monetized. 2 minutes later, it just gets demonetized, and I'm like, well, I'm fucked. There's nothing I can do. Which, I mean, you know, I try to get around a lot of the stuff with... Apparently, if you don't swear in the first 30 seconds, then you're usually good, and avoid swears and that sort of stuff, and controversial stuff in thumbnails. But, I mean, I do have a video of, like, a kid getting punched in the head and getting put in a chokehold, so... You know what? Fair enough. Fuck. But, like, the thing that... I'm not even that mad particularly about it not making money. It's the fact that, because it's demonetized, it doesn't get put in the algorithm as hard as something that is monetized, for example. So, again, the best example of this is my primitive technology video, which is sitting at, like, 500,000 views at the moment. There was a period for, like, 3 to 4 days, it was getting 100,000 views a day. And then the day it got fucking demonetized, the views literally dropped, I think, like 90% or something retarded, and has not regained that traction ever since, the minute it got demonetized. And so immediately I'm like, fuck, my new video, already it's restricted, and it's not going to get promoted as much. But I guess there was just like, because this is probably the most timely video I've ever fucking put up. Like, I put it up the morning after this whole thing happened, and I guess there was just a lot of people searching for Egg Boy. And I mean, the video is still demonetized at the moment, and it's sitting at 32,000 views as of recording, which is pretty fucking good for these sorts of videos that I'm doing at the moment. But also kind of annoys me, because that was a very much a last-minute video, compared to something like the Bob Hickman video, which is also demonetized, and the most fucking effort I've ever put into a video, and that fucks me off more than anything else. Oh, goddamn YouTube. Support me on Patreon, please. Oh, man. I haven't gotten to any of my fucking things yet, and I'm still going to go on about other stuff. Quick round about Patreon. I don't know what to do with Patreon at the moment, because as much as I'd like to do Patreon exclusive stuff, I currently have 2 patrons, and it's like, I don't want to make exclusive stuff for 2 people to watch it and put that time into that, but then I also understand that I have to kind of build up a library of stuff to give incentive for people to come over to Patreon and to actually, you know, give me money for, you know, something or other in return. But it's not worth it for me at the moment, and it's kind of just like I'm gonna have to be in the red for a while, just making content for nobody that nobody's gonna be able to watch, I guess, if I want to promote that harder. But then also at the same time, I don't know what fucking exclusive content I would do for Patreon. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is like the more, the saucier green text, but fuck them right off. They're just not fun anymore. And it's just so much of a chore, and that's why I fucking stopped doing them, because they're fucking not creatively fulfilling to do. Not like these commentary videos where I can actually, you know, be creative with it, and I can do memes with them as well. So I hope you've been fucking liking them. I know there have been people that are liking the new sort of direction that I'm taking it. Although it is pretty disheartening every time I upload something that isn't a green text, I just fucking lose subscribers. So I think this month, last 30 days, I've lost 13 subscribers. I think it's the first month ever that I've ever been in the red for subscribers and losing them. Literally compared to last month, or the month before that, where I had like a couple thousand in a month. I just immediately lost it all. And my views are kind of in the shitter as well at the moment. But you know what? I enjoy making the stuff that I'm doing at the moment, and I enjoy doing the podcast, so I'm gonna fucking keep this shit a-rolling, lads. So don't fucking worry about that. Your boy's still making shit. So keep your eyes peeled and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I fucking went to a club for the first time in my entire life. I'm fucking 20 years old, almost 21 this year. And I've never been into a club before, which I don't know how different clubs are in America compared to Australia, but club is, you know, like a nightclub sort of setting, you know, fucking drinking and dancing and all that sort of shit. Just, you know, not for me, because myself, I don't drink. I don't see any fucking point on, like, drinking. It's... Getting drunk just doesn't appeal to me at all, and pretty much all alcohol, apart from, like, lolly water, just tastes like shit to me, and it's like, why would I willingly drink something that I'm not enjoying? So, you know, just... And also, it's so fucking expensive, too, and you fucks your liver up and whatever. If you drink, fair enough, I'm not gonna fucking judge you, it's just not for me. So immediately, like, 75% of the reason people go to clubs is to fucking drink. And it's like, ah, cool, there's not much of a reason for me to fucking go. However, some friends have been bugging me for a while, some old uni friends to bug me to go with them, so I thought, fuck it, why not? I'd do it at least once, just to say I've done it, and I'm pretty sure I'll come away with some fucking stories. And boy, did I come out with some fucking stories. Oh, fucking Christ. Now for a little backstory, I myself, I basically exclusively wear, like, shorts, because I just fucking... I don't know why, I've always hated fucking long pants. Yeah, I just hated having the restriction of wearing long pants and jeans, whatever. I literally own, like, 2 pairs of jeans, and I've worn them probably more so for costumes than I have for actually wearing them out in places. Even in winter, just fuck off, jeans. They're just... I don't care. They're just restrictive. They're not comfortable to me. I've never had a fucking comfortable pair of jeans before. But I guess I'm also not willing to pay like $100 for a decent pair of jeans, because why would I when I can get a really nice, comfortable pair of fucking, like, deep-pocketed shorts for like $10 to $20 and I'm fucking set. So I decided to bust out the nice pair of shorts out for this one, put on a nice fucking shirt, and away I went. And I was taking the train because why would I fucking drive into the city? It was about an hour away from me. So I'm taking the train and about halfway there. And my friend texts me, it's like, hey, are you coming? And I'm like, because we already set a time that we're going to meet. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm on the train. I'm almost fucking there. It's like, oh, cool. And then he texts me, hey, are you wearing shorts? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's basically all I only wear. And then he just says, oh, you're not going to be able to get into the club with shorts. They only let people in with long pants. It's a dress code. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me beforehand? You know me, dude. Fuck's sake. So I'm like, well, fuck, I can't turn around because, one, my train is also express, and I'm gonna be basically almost in the fucking city by the time I can get off at a station at this fucking point. And, I'm like, how far away are you? I was like, oh, maybe I can just go to his house, you know? Because also, he offered to buy me long pants, because he's like, ah, yeah, that is kind of my fault. I should have fucking known, to be honest. And then immediately the thing was, fuck, what am I gonna do with my shorts if I get long pants? God damn it. So then I'm like, oh, how far away is your house, man? And he's like, oh, like, so-and-so. And I'm like, fuck, that's like 30 minutes out of my way, and I just basically like lose an hour to leave my pants at his house. And I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? And so I hadn't even like thought of this. So we go there, buy the pants, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to fucking double layer this fucking thing. And also, you know, it's Australia, and it's also in the middle of summer at the moment here too, so it's fucking hot, even at the night. I think that night it must have been like 25 or 26 degrees at night, which is fucking insane for night. And so I just had to fucking wear these goddamn jeans over the top of my fucking shorts that I had as well. So I was 3 layers fucking deep of goddamn pants, and already, I immediately walked out of the fucking bathroom, and I'm like already sweating in my nutsack. It was already swimming in its own fucking pool. And so I'm like, oh, alright, it's like 6:30, almost 7 o'clock, and I'm like, alright, I'm hungry. And my mate's like, yeah, I actually am too. So we go to the shopping centre, and there's a fucking McDonald's out front. And I'm like, whatever, let's just get fucking Macca's. We'll get it sorted. And we're going to meet another friend at another place. And then we'll go to, like, a different place. That sounded better in my head, but whatever. So I'm like, alright, cool, let's go get Macca's. So we go down, I order my shit. And, I don't know if this is, like, all of the cities, but... Well, this is specifically an Australian, like, problem, because... As much of a stereotype as it is, like, there's a lot of, how do I put this? How do I put this without sounding extremely racist? There's a lot of fucking, like, low IQ, homeless, Aboriginal people that bum around the city and stuff, that obviously do not have an education and are just living on the fucking streets. And, you know, some of them are nice, but others are just, like, straight out cunts. And, this bigger guy, bigger Australian, bigger Aboriginal fellow, he, walks up to me, and then gets right up in my face, with about 30 centimeters distance between my face and his, and he just goes, "How can I help me out?" And I'm like, "What? What'd you say?" And then just says it again. "How can I spell it all?" And I'm like, "Sorry, what are you saying?" And then he just says, "Can you spare any, can you give me $1 or $2?" And I'm like, "Sorry, man, I've got no change on me," which I had like 30 cents on me. I'm not gonna fucking, it's not worth my fucking time. So it wasn't a complete lie, but at the time, my friend was sitting beside me, and he'd already gotten his food, and he had his burger in his hand. And of course he was standing next to me, and he was just making the fucking rounds. And so the Aboriginal immediately fucking turns his head to my friend, and he just says the same thing. And then my friend also replies to the same thing. He just goes, "Sorry, Matt, I don't have any change either." And then he just fucking, the Aboriginal immediately looks down at my friend's burger, and looks back up at him. And he does that like 3 times, and then my friend looks at me, and he's like, what the fuck? And then the fucking Aboriginal goes, "If you're a fucking cop, I'll fucking bash you." And then I'm like, okay. And then he just walks off. And then immediately does his spiel to, like, some woman that was pushing a pram waiting for her food too. And we're like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck did he just say? Did he just say if I was a cop, he'd fucking bash me? What does that even mean? If you were a cop, I'd bash you. Don't think that's how that works, dude. Holy fuck. And so, finally got my fucking food, and then we both fucking legged it. Immediately walked down the fucking street, and then I quickly realized, because when I'd bought my pants, we'd already gone into the store, and I had the thought through my head, and I'm like, my friend is just like, "You're just gonna have to wear your pants over the top of your other pants." And I'm like, fuck, yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. So, in my head, I thought it'd be a good idea if I got a size higher than I usually get of pants, so I'm wearing a couple extra layers. I think you can see where this is going. That did not end out going very well, because we got maybe 50 meters down the street before I already had to fucking try and pull up my goddamn pants, because they were halfway falling down my goddamn anus. And the worst part was that I just got a fucking meal, so I had my drink in one hand and my food in the other hand. And so already my hands are fucking full, and I have to, like, awkwardly try and pull up my pants while eating my fucking food. And then we get, like, 100 minutes down the road, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to get a belt. There's no fucking way I can do this, or even make it throughout the night. Like, already, like, 100 meters away, I'm like, I'm fucked. I can't do this, dude. And so my friend, like, he actually, you know, he wears pants that are fitted for him, and it's like, oh, you can take my belt. Belt wouldn't fit me, because he's a bit of a... Because I'm a bit of a muscly, bigger boy, and he's a bit more of a skinnier lad, and so I'm like, dude, I'm fucked. So I had to, like, scarf down on my food, go back into the fucking store, and one of the worst fucking parts is that I assume most stores have this too, where most stores have like a greeter and stuff, and people that try and like offer you a catalog and shit. And so this guy knew it was fucking happening. He just saw two friends fucking walk in, one wearing shorts, and then come back wearing long pants. He knew what was fucking happening. And I saw him fucking smile and smirk at me as I fucking walk back into the store, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So my friend had already spent like $30 on pants for me, and he's like, you're buying your own belt, dude. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. So we go back to the men's section, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, found the rack of belts. Nothing there under $30. And I'm like, I want to fucking die. Already, this fucking night's getting super fucking expensive. And even the place that I want to get into with the club also is paid entry too. So I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so fucked. And literally walked around the store, finally found like a budget fucking belt section. And it literally... I bought this belt for $10, and it literally looks like a fucking luggage strap. Like, you know those like nylon fucking shit? And like, it's what it literally looked like. Just something you wrap your fucking luggage in, that you just go to your airport to make sure no one fucks with your bag. So I'm like, whatever, dude. I can't be fucked paying that much money for a belt that I'm never gonna fucking wear again. Because again, I don't wear long pants. I just wear shorts. I have no reason to fucking have a belt. So I'm like, I'm just buying the shittest one I can that holds up my pants for the night, and then I'm fucking good. So yeah, immediately, thank God, by the time I'd gotten out, the greeter had like, I guess the shift had gone over, and I would have gotten fucking laughed at, like 100%. And I just had to like stand there awkwardly at the front of the store, just threading my belt back through my fucking pants. And then I was good. I was finally fucking set. And this is this is all before getting into the fucking club, mind you. And so finally, we walk like 100 meters, and I'm like, hey, look at that! Fucking, I don't have to pull my pants up, and I'm fucking good. So meet my friend at the other place, and then we go to another place, chill out for a while. And then I think it gets to like 9 or 10 p.m. at night at this point. And I think it's Saturday. Yeah, I think yeah, it must have been Saturday night at this point. And they keep saying that, oh yeah, the nightlife doesn't start till like 10 or 11 p.m. And I'm like, fucking all right then. But however, the train line, or specifically my train line, the last train is at 12 a.m. At night. So 12 a.m. Yeah, 12 a.m. So there was no way I was fucking missing, because I wasn't staying out there the entire fucking night. I'm going home. I want my own fucking bed. I'm taking an hour train back home. I don't give a fuck. I'm not staying out there for that fucking long, especially on my first experience. And so we go to this place. They got this really fancy jiggy that you got to give them your ID, and they put it in a little computer that like scans it and then scans my face to get in. Paid fucking $10 entry into this fucking place. And the place is literally, I'd say, 10 meters? Would 10 meters be right? Maybe like 15 meters long and maybe like 10 meters wide. And it's literally like a plywood fucking black box. And there's a cutout at the end for the DJ to sit in, and there's just fucking, you know, a disco ball with lasers and a smoke machine. And a bar off to the side, and that's fucking it. And I'm like, why do we pay $10 entry? What's so cool about this? Just to dance in a fucking black empty box. And that's the fucking thing I don't understand about goddamn clubs either. Is that when people give the reason that, oh yeah, I want to go to fucking clubs and get fucking drunk, can't get fucking wasted. And by wasted, I mean paying $9.50 a fucking glass. Not a pint. A fucking glass for your fucking drinks, cunt. Are you fucking kidding me? You know how much fucking Pepsi I could buy with that, dude? I could buy a lot of Pepsi for $9.50. And they bought like 3 or 4 drinks. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Now I know why people go so fucking poor after a fucking night out like this. And, yeah, you know, start fucking dancing, I guess, because it's like, alright, well, fuck. I'm not buying a Coke from here. I don't really want to pay $4 for a fucking glass like this. So we go up to the fucking dance floor, dancing for a while, and then I'm like, whatever, I'll try and make some fucking fun out of this. Just fucking let loose on the dance floor, whatever the fuck. Basically standing in the one spot, because it's so fucking crowded as well. But even, like, the club that we went to is a really weird, like, demographic. Because it's, like, people in early 20s, but then also, like, middle-aged people. And there was literally, like, this middle-aged Asian dude with the fucking goddamn, like, neck chain and fucking button-up shirt, but has, like, 4 buttons undone and just showing off his fucking bare, hairy chest. Bare, hairy chest? I mean, that sounds right. Yeah, just showing off his fucking hairy chest. Trying to talk to, like, fucking 20-year-old girls that are still in fucking university. It's just fucking... just hurt me. I just feel for them fucking looking at them. And, yeah, so just fucking watching this environment of people interacting with each other is just fucking fascinating to me. And, there was this group of guys that's probably, like, mid-20s. And they're all in, like, really high-end fucking suits. I mean, I don't really know that much about suits, but they looked fucking nice. And there was this shorter dude with glasses, has the fucking, like... How do I describe the haircut? It's, like, short back and sides, but, like, gelled upwards. Like, I don't know any sort of reference. It's not like the Pidgeotto. Oh, we got an email. It's not like the Pidgeotto haircut that most guys do. It's like the fucking triangular, like, up thing. Like an Elvis kind of type thing, I guess. But yeah, so this short dude, fucking gelled up hair, has a checkered? Is that checkered the right word? Hang on, let me Google that. Checkered. Checkered pattern. Don't know if that's the right word. Fuck. It's like checkered-ish. It's like that thing where it's like square stripes. What the fuck is that pattern called? Square stripes. I don't know. Surely you fucking know what I mean. Hopefully. But yeah, it's like that sort of shit that you see on like curtains and that sort of stuff. Yeah, check it. It must be that. Yeah. Checkered stripes. Checkered pattern. Yeah. So yeah, it's a checkered pattern fucking suit. It looks really high end because I haven't seen that sort of thing before. And there's this middle-aged chick and a middle-aged dude. Obviously they're fucking, you know, married or together or whatever. And dancing away. And this little fucking dude tried to keep getting in between the dude and to just like try and get rid of him so he can get with the fucking middle-aged chick and trying to like dance with him. And the dude fucking caught on pretty goddamn quick and you could see him getting visibly fucking upset at this. And he kept trying to like get up closer to her and then fucking like putting out his arms pretending he's dancing, but in actuality trying to fucking block him from this fucking guy. And so the dude's fucking off his fucking face. He's drunk as shit. And so he sees that he's been blocked here. And he just like does the fucking like cartoonish thing, you know, when like people are peeking around corners. He does that, except he's doing like finger guns. So he's like leaning around this dude doing like finger guns at this fucking middle-aged chick, and this dude's like, what the fuck is happening? And eventually, like, his friends later, that are obviously much more sober than he is, are like pulling him away, and I can see them mouthing like, we're sorry. So there's this little fucking short Elvis with glasses that just obviously can't keep him fucking like under wraps at all. I don't know, I just thought that was fucking hilarious. Fucking finger gun Elvis. Cunt was easily probably like 5'3". I don't know. He's real fucking short for a dude. Man, I really need to shit. And I don't know why I started this podcast with needing to shit. So I'm going to pause the podcast, and you're going to see absolutely no difference in space of time because I'm going to cunt it, and I'm going to have a poo-poo, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back from my big poo-poo. The other thing I wanted to talk about is that, you know, obviously that fucking horrid thing that happened that I made a fucking video about that I don't even want to fucking particularly acknowledge that hard, but in response to that video being posted on 4chan and 8chan and a lot of the other fucking shitposting websites like that, the Australian government, I don't know who particularly, did no fucking research into this at all. Should probably have a quick Goog. Give me a second while I fucking stall for this. Basically, certain big name ISPs have actively blocked 4chan from Australia. Let me just see. 4chan Australia. If I just search that, I'm sure I'll fucking find something. Because, yeah, basically, people in my Discord are just like, hey, haha, Mr. Greentext, fuck you, you can't fucking go on 4chan anymore. And I'm like, well, I browse 2 boards anyway. But I also still can, because my ISP didn't ban it, because they're not fucking cucks. Let's see. Doop-a-doop-doop. Stalling while I try and find anything. Doop-a-doop-doop. Here we are. Okay. Optus, Telstra, Vodafone blocks 4chan, 8chan, Kiwi Farms. I don't know what that fucking is. I'm gonna have to do a bit more googling, methinks. LiveLink, I think I saw a couple other people. Yeah, basically a lot of people were shitposting the fucking video all over the place and memeing it to hell. And, who fucking said that to do it, though? That's what I know. Who fucking... Was it just people... Was it just fucking goddamn fucking lefties being triggered? I don't fucking know. Who fucking told them? Or is it just someone just there said it? Affected users, other sites like Vote. Dude, there's a lot more fucking websites that I've never fucking heard of that are real dodge like this. Oh yeah, here we fucking go. There's a fucking quoted fucking tweet to @Vodafone. Yo, @Vodafone, thanks for blocking the good 4chan boards because I most definitely am not allowed to choose what I want to view. Responded, we understand these trying to access these sites for legitimate purposes or even if it would be the right to do. Yeah. Immediately in before the comments of like, fuck you, my free speech, which kind of I guess, but also we don't have that in Australia. Let's see. Yeah, fucking, what the fuck is Kiwi Farms? I'm gonna be scared. I'm just gonna go on incognito and just quickly Google this. What the fuck is Kiwi Farms? Kiwi Farms, community dedicated... Oh, so it's just another fucking board thing. It's just another shitposting board, I guess. Righto. They'll still fucking work for me. Yeah, but I have no doubt that it's probably a lot like that fucking weird YouTube situation that happened with the fucking pedophilia stuff where the guy, instead of trying to bring attention to YouTube, just called the fucking advertisers and are just like, hey, did you know that your advertisements are running next to potential pedophile rings? And the advertisers are like, what are you talking about? Bye, YouTube. I feel it's a lot of the same thing. A couple people, like, you know... But a lot of these fucking people that are triggered by this sort of stuff, they're always looking for a fucking excuse to yeet websites like 4chan anyway, because they get fucking, you know... They get triggered because they get misgendered or whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck else, I guess. Let's see. Telstra Exchange saying that with these sites continuing to host disturbing content, we feel it is the right thing to do to block them. Oof. But yeah, I mean, it's also a real fucking grey area in the whole thing. Because even, like, it's especially, like... with the pedophile stuff, it's like YouTube can't really do that much particularly to stop it, I guess, because if there's going to be children, there's potentially stuff that they can, you know, spread around and stuff, so it is kind of a little bit unfair, but also understanding with that situation that majority of videos involving minors on YouTube, their comment section just gets disabled, but it's also kind of fucked because that also helps the algorithm identify videos that obviously have interaction, and that just whole factor's gone, so I kind of feel for those channels, but also, yeah, it's it's a real fucking just had a fucking stroke. It's a real touchy subject, I guess. But it says they're on temporary blacklist. I don't know for how long. This has only been happening for like 2 days since as of recording. However, it's not entirely clear whether the block has still been implemented. Some sites that were supposedly blocked, like 8chan4, were still viewable on mobile at the time of writing. Fucking lol. Yeah, so I don't know who fucking said it. I think it might have just been people. Yeah, block access. I don't think it was any specific people, like the government or anything like that. Might have just been people every now and then just been like, "Oi, did you know this is happening?" And then the ISPs are like, "Fucking what?" And then they just yeet it. I don't fucking know, dude. So yeah, that's a bit of a meme. Sucks for anyone that uses those things because, you know, honestly, if you're using fucking Telstra as your fucking your main ISP, that's your fucking fault, dingus. You're probably paying out your asshole anyway. Because, I mean, I'm using a fucking... Would I say a third party? I mean, they're not as well known as fucking Telstra. I'm not saying it because, I don't know, but something might fucking happen with it. Yeah, but I'm getting real fucking good speeds and everything. But I suppose I'm just going to quickly into a tangent. It's interesting compared to America again, with ISPs especially, because Telstra basically set up the entirety of the phone lines and the internet lines fucking, I want to say in like the 70s, but I'm pulling shit out my ass and I can't be fucked to Google it, to be honest. It's basically Telstra and I think Optus and then Vodafone were like the main three. That was basically it. And I think they all even ran through Telstra anyway. But it wasn't too long ago that the government actually forced Telstra to, especially for internet, offer up lines and packages for other providers to set up as competition, and also forcing them to offer it at lower prices than Telstra so they don't have a monopoly. Which is weird because, you know, it wasn't a while ago that you had like 2 internet mergers in America. So you're like fucked. But there's literally like 10 ISPs fucking around us at the moment, which is hilarious to me. So if you're with Telstra, that's your fucking fault, dingus. Also fucking quickly too. Fucking good on Disney for fucking going back on their word for rehiring James Gunn. But also, this fucking guy got out on the fucking top so fucking hard. Because apparently, both James Gunn and Disney knew that he was actually going to get rehired for Guardians 3 for months now at this point. They just wanted to wait for the fucking, the shitstorm to blow over a bit. And in that fucking time, fucking James Gunn somehow pulled something out of the fucking hat and is now also doing Suicide Squad 2, which has now officially been renamed to The Suicide Squad, and is a complete reboot of the entire franchise. And he has free reign with any fucking character he wants and choosing any casting that he wants. So this fucking bastard got an internet mob against him to fucking take him down, and then a couple months later comes out on 2 of the literal biggest blockbuster companies fucking out right now. Tell you what, that's some fucking art of the deal type shit. This cunt came out on fucking top. And apparently with these stipulations of the Guardians 3 thing, he's not going to start on Guardians 3 till he finishes off with fucking Suicide Squad 2. Or The Suicide Squad, or fucking whatever. So this guy's fucking laughing. He's set. And I can imagine, like, this fucking poor bastard at the time when he got fired Like, I can't imagine what must have been going through his head. Like, like, he must have thought he was fucked and he wouldn't be able to do any major big budget things anymore. His fucking career's over. And then a couple months later, he's got some of the biggest biggest names on literally either side of the competition. What a fucking legend. Holy shit, dude. But yeah, I've got some other topics, but I'm gonna talk about them another time, because I've got so much stuff to talk about. Yeah, I'll talk about the other shit next week. I'll just get into the most autistic part of this podcast, and that is, of course, where I take questions from a bunch of you fucking autismos. So I've actually had to change up stuff on how to actually submit questions, because YouTube, doing the typical YouTube thing, have fucked community posts, and it probably doesn't help that I'm not uploading as regularly as I used to, but my reach in the community posts has been munted and fucked, and just not going to get the reach that I used to. Literally would get like 60 to 50 comments per community post. The last 2 or 3 that I've done, I've gotten like 5. So it's just fucked at this point. So I obviously have much more of an active community on Discord. So now, if you want to submit questions to the podcast, you can still either do the email, which is mrgreentext@gmail.com. It's Mr. Greentext with an S. But for now, either do that or go into my Discord and then leave questions in the Greencast channel in there, like down the bottom with my video content stuff. So yeah, join the Discord, links in the description, and leave your questions there for the podcast, as well as the email if you want to remain more anonymous and not seeing other people leave your comment and whatever. So yeah, if you've got any, like, you want any life advice, any questions that you want to ask me, or if you've got a fucking funny story that you just want to share with me, do those in those ways that I just said. I don't think I'm going to check. I don't think I have any emails to fucking read, but I will just check it nevertheless. Mr. Green. Hang on, I gotta go on Gmail. That's right. Gmail.com. I gotta log in. I can't be fucked. I don't think I do. If you do, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go to Discord. Greencast. Whoops, I logged into my own thing. Greencast. Okay. Okay. Staravia asks, can you fry an egg on your leg? What an fucking insightful question. Don't know if I could fry an egg on my leg, but however, there was actually this fucking thing on Facebook or wherever the fuck it was, where this woman just showing off on how hot a car can get in Australia. They left a steak in a metal pan inside their car for, I don't know, a couple of hours, and they fucking fully cooked the steak with just leaving it in a hot car for that long. So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. It just goes to show how much of a danger it is, especially leaving like dogs and children in cars, I guess, that you can just cook a fucking meat. Marcus Australis asks, does wanting to fuck the cat boy from Hellsing Ultimate make you gay? I mean, it's basically a trap at the point, but it's not quite. And I don't like traps, but damn, I'd smash that ass. I have not watched Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing Ultimate? I can't say that. Hellsing Ultimate. The cat boy from Hellsing Ultimate. Let's have a quick Google. Hellsing Ultimate. If I just search Catboy, or if I find it. Let's see. Hellsing Ultimate Catboy. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. That makes you gay. It also makes you, Shane Dawson. That's topical, right? I'm not getting into that at all. And I'm not going to explain it, because you probably already know. Also, traps are gay. Let's see. Doop-a-doo-doo. Summerot10 asks a weird question. Were you a fan of Steve Irwin? I'm pretty sure literally everyone in the world is, except Peter, at this point. But it's also... especially in Australia, like, I remember where I was when I got told that Steve Irwin died. Like, it was such a fucking huge thing at the time that I was in grade 3, I was in my classroom, and they literally sent a kid to run around to every single classroom telling people that Steve Irwin had just died. Like, it was that fucking extent. And this was in, like, 2006, 2007 when it happened. Yeah, it was that much of a bigger thing that, yeah, they literally sent a kid to run around to every fucking classroom to tell everyone that Steve Irwin had died. And yeah, it was, you know, a dark day for everybody. Let's see. Big Titty has a few questions. I'll allow it for now. And he says, did you actively watch Steve Irwin and his shows? Not as a kid, surprisingly. I think I did catch them, like, every now and then. I do have memories of watching fucking Bindi Irwin's show, that she had at one point. But, you know, every now and then, like now, it's always, it's kind of strange. It's like always, I don't want to watch them all, because like every now and then it's just like, there's fresh Steve Irwin content out there that I can actually watch. So I actually haven't seen like all of his stuff, but I don't actively like go out of my way to watch it. And it wasn't definitely like a childhood thing, although as much of an icon as he was, especially for like all Australian people. And then he also says, when did you first see 4chan and why did you stick around to it? I actually don't know the first time I went to 4chan. Probably in high school. Why did I stick around? I didn't. Green text I just thought were a funny meme that no one else is really doing. I've answered that a million times. I'm not going into it any further. And then the third one is just a question that just says, do you still enjoy making content? And if not, are you going to branch out? That's exactly what I'm doing, and I don't think you watch my content. And you probably don't watch this either. But if you do, thank you. I love you. Marito Burrito says, what do you consider at first when you wanted to start YouTube? If you had green text as your first choice, there's a backup question. What's your favorite green text? I've had that a million times. I'm not answering that one. If you had green text as your first choice. I mean, obviously, like, there's a lot of people who have tried to start a YouTube or trying to be like fucking PewDiePie. There was definitely me in high school. I was that one fucking kid that had a YouTube channel that did fucking dumb challenge videos, that are long since yeeted from the internet. But yeah, obviously had a fucking channel that's also gone at this point. But yeah, like I said, green text, no one was particularly doing them to the degree that I was at the time. So I just thought there was a gap in the market, and there was, and that's how I gained my audience. Interesting sort of question. Reveran asks, what do you hate most about being a YouTuber? Probably the first thing that comes to mind is that there's people that message me thinking that I'll be their friend. Especially if I fucking respond to them, they think that I'm their fucking friend. And there's literally, I have heaps of chat logs of people that just send me messages like every day, like, hi Green, hello Green, like one time after I respond to them. So yeah, it is kind of annoying how people just automatically assume that I'm their friend. Like, if I'm down to fucking, if you want to message me and talk to me about something, sure, but message me with intent. Don't fucking hit me up with a, hi, how are you? What are you doing? Hello, Green. Because I'm just going to fucking ignore you, cunt. If you're going to message me with intent. So, yeah, that's what I'll say about that. But also just, like, people misconstruing things, like, especially with the primitive technology stuff. Sorry I kept bringing it up, but yeah, it's just people not fucking watching the entire video and they just get triggered to all hell because I shit on the thing that they like. And don't watch the reasons why that I actually hate it. Let's see. That's a fucked question, Mr. Player. I'm not answering that. Yeah, that's about it. All the rest are pretty fucking dumb. And not great questions, to be honest. So, actually, let's log into my Gmail and then just quickly read that, and then I might wrap it up. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. It's just emails from YouTube telling me I'm demonetized. Thank you. Nothing there. So yeah, if you got any questions, queries, life advice, any stories you want to tell me, email me or leave a question in the Discord and I'll maybe get around to it if it's not garbage or just obscenely fucked. And if you made it the whole way through this podcast, be sure by letting me know by including somewhere in the comments the word fucked. Or just include the word fuck in there, screw it. Since that was the whole, again, with the primitive technology thing, I just think it's hilarious that people are just like, well, the fact that you curse so much is really immature, and it's really cringy. So, if you include the word fuck in your comment, I'll know that you actually made it the whole way through this almost hour-long podcast, and I'll give you a little fucking heart react. How about that? Also, if you really want to support my podcast, it would mean the fucking world to me if you could go on iTunes and leave a 5-star review. If you do leave a 5-star review on there, I will fucking read it out in the podcast. And I kind of do want to have like a meme theme with the with the reviews, but I don't know what yet. But the first thing that came to mind is Dad and Daddy. I don't know what that says about anything about myself, but yeah, if you really want to support me, please go on iTunes, because it really does help the podcast to promote it to like other people. I mean, I don't know why other people that aren't already my fans would watch this shit, but it'd just be fucking hilarious to me, especially like to get this podcast in the charts in my country, especially. So yeah, do that. Leave some reviews on iTunes, and I'll read them out. Leave the word fuck in your comment, and I'll give you a little fucking heart react. And I will catch you later. I can't.